I'm Joe Armstrong, and at the time that I was working with Maine Pointe on CAE Phoenix, I was the Vice President, Global Operations, Products and Solutions for our defense and security business. Now, as a global organization, we span virtually every continent in the world, from Asia Pacific, Europe, North America, South America, delivering products and solutions to our military and defense and government customers, including things like the provision of flight simulators, flight simulation training technology, training center operation management and delivery, and mission and operations support. At the time that we engaged Maine Pointe, we were facing a number of challenges as we had grown significantly over the last decade. Our programs, our operations, and the technology we were delivering was increasing in complexity. And that complexity led to some challenges that we were seeing on the delivery of our programs to our customers globally. We saw that in the context of margin erosion. We saw that in the context of slower to delivery than we would like. And it struck us that we really needed to take a solid look internally at our operations around our defense business to ensure that we were optimizing ourselves and delivering perfection to our customers at all times. We chose Maine Pointe after a series of meetings that we had with the staff at the organization, determining the approach that they were going to apply in working with CAE. One of the most important things that struck me was their desire to fundamentally understand the way that we operate as a company, the types of customers that we deliver to, the products and services that we deliver, and the structure of our organization. As a background in human factors engineering and understanding the necessity of really building a solid view on user requirements, as CAE being the user, it really struck me that Maine Pointe brought something to the table that I hadn't seen in other organizations in my past. That led us to really decide that Maine Pointe was going to be an embedded part of our organization as we went forward and as we conducted CAE Project Phoenix. We tasked Maine Pointe to become an embedded part of our team at CAE, and as part of that team, we established a vision for Project Phoenix. And what we were really after is a paradigm transformation initiative to fundamentally change our culture, shift our behaviors, improve our processes, and delight our customers while gaining execution and financial efficiencies. So from that standpoint, Phoenix enabled the entire CAE defense and security team to continue to offer a suite of products and solutions to our customers and execute them flawlessly by focusing on delivering time, quality, scope, and budget. As I mentioned before, Maine Pointe became an embedded part of our team. And as part of our team, the first task that we assigned to Maine Pointe was to work across every department in our organization responsible for delivering our products and services to our customers. Part of Maine Pointe's total value optimization process became absolutely critical because it gave not only Maine Pointe, but us internally the opportunity to reflect on just how we were operating as a business and how all the various elements of our organization were coming together to deliver our products and services to our customers. Out of that assessment, we identified 10 individual work streams that became the core focus of Project Phoenix and had all the development of associated KPIs, improvement targets, performance targets, etc., that were identified again in that upfront analysis. That then drove Project Phoenix forward with very clear and measurable goals and objectives for us to improve. So the Maine Pointe analysis concluded that we needed to focus on a couple of key areas as part of our business transformation. And certainly as a delivery organization, what became very important was for us in those key areas to start to define exactly what it is that we needed to improve on in order to ultimately improve our operational efficiency and effectiveness. I'll mention a few of them because I think they're important for any organization that is looking towards transformation. Things like clarifying roles and responsibilities across the organization, ensuring that various facets of the organization have aligned KPIs and aligned objectives, driving accountability and rigor as a discipline and a means of actually executing your work, driving collaboration and customer satisfaction is paramount, ensuring that you're always thinking about what does my end customer need as part of their expectation for us as a company to deliver to them, driving standardization on things like global contract and commercial management, and becoming a highly predictive organization using leading indicators that allow you to see the future of how you are delivering so that you can take corrective action to improve performance at all times. Out of the analysis, we gained confidence with Maine Pointe to proceed for a number of different reasons. Certainly paramount was Maine Pointe's commitment and background and experience in helping other organizations transform, and their ability to allow us to compare ourselves to what we would call the gold standard of performance in industry. That's a really important thing for any organization, again, is you need to generate that type of confidence to ensure that the efforts that you're going to invest in are actually being compared against the best of the best out there in the world around you. The other element that really drove confidence for us in Maine Pointe was the relationship that Maine Pointe established with our teams. And as I had mentioned before, we had established a series of work streams targeting a number of different organizational improvement initiatives. And the idea of pairing Maine Pointe consultants directly with leadership on our organization gave us the total confidence that we were applying people with the right background and expertise, linking with our leaders in the organization to drive ownership of the transformation into our leaders with Maine Pointe in support. I fundamentally believe that that relationship is absolutely key to success, because at the end of the day, organizational transformation is about you as an organization owning your own transformation. And Maine Pointe provides you the best support to be able to drive that ownership and accountability back into your organization. The engagement with Maine Pointe generated a number of measurable results that we still see today. I don't want to list them all, but I think key items like forward-looking key performance indicators that allow you to predict the future of your business absolutely were generated through the engagement we had with Maine Pointe. The idea of driving accountability and clarity across the organizations, where you truly define the roles and responsibilities of every facet of your organization, your people, and your leaders, is something that stays with us again, and we see as an absolute necessity going forward. Generating margin improvement was absolutely clear. And of course, when you think back to measuring KPIs, generating leading performance indicators, driving accountability, ensuring that you have clarified roles and responsibilities, all of that allows you to see tangible results at the bottom line. And for any organization that's delivering to your customers and actually delivering to shareholders, certainly as a publicly traded company, the bottom line is really critical and very important. So for us to be able to report back to our organization that indeed we have seen those improvements, we can measure them in terms of operational performance, really put us in a good stead for the future. Our experience with Maine Pointe really set them apart from other consulting firms. The approach that they take is to become a fundamentally embedded part of your organization, being with you every day, being with your team leads every day, being with your staff every day, driving forward that transformation together. We've had a lot of experience with consulting firms around the world. Many of them take the approach of providing recommendations, generating reports, passing those reports off to you as an organization for you to implement. That makes it very difficult, especially when you don't necessarily have the attributes that you need to drive that implementation forward. Maine Pointe allowed us to maintain accountability within ourselves, to drive that transformation, to ensure that we were focused on the ultimate objectives of Project Phoenix, and to reach an absolutely positive conclusion at the end.